Good morning, Morning Musings by Melinda. I've been having so much trouble with my electronics lately. Yesterday, the cell phone, when I tried to do a musing, went kaput. Our Mevo went down, so let's hope that you get this broadcast. So I'm going to repeat what I said yesterday because I think it was important, and I know that it kind of faded in and out. So I was telling you a story, and I'm only using gender and ethnicity to make a point because I actually don't see that in my real life. But I was taking Elliot to, Paint a Wish or Make a Wish, where you paint ceramics. He wanted to paint something for his mother for her birthday. We went down to Ahwatukee, where the store is near the theater, and it was gone. And I said, Elliot, I think they closed it. They must have closed it. It's not here. And he was insistent that it was across the street to the other mall. And I said to him, no, honey, it's not there. There's only David's there, and there's Joanne's there, and there's Best Buy there. It's not there. He said, yes, it is, Grandma. I said, no, it's not. He said, Grandma, I want to go there right now. Yeah, so I'm a grandma, so I indulged the kid. I said, okay, dude, but you know it's not there, but we'll go over. So usually there's a lot of traffic there, as synchronicity in the universe would have it. I got right across to the other mall, and there, lying on the ground in the parking lot, right where the cars were coming, was an elderly white woman, probably in her late 80s, with another elderly white woman, probably in her early 80s, trying to pick her up. So I stopped the car, and I said to Elliot, call 911. I got out of the car and went over to try to help her up. And I couldn't get her up. She was kind of like dead weight, you know, when somebody's fallen like that, and even though she was a little bit of a thing. But along came a man beside me, and he was obviously Middle Eastern. He had an accent, and he said, let me help you. So he tried to help me get her up because, again, she's right smack dab in the parking lot. You don't want to leave somebody lying in the parking lot, even though it's not always great to pick somebody up because you don't know how injured they are, but we had to get her out of the parking lot. So out of the dollar store comes a young woman, and I said to her, can you go get us a chair? So she went into the dollar store, she got a chair, she set it down, she went back in the dollar store, you know, don't want to get involved. Another woman came out of another store, and I said to her, will you call 911? Because I was unsure how Elliot would handle the 911 call, and if he knew how to, you know, tell a dispatcher where we were, etc. She went back into the store. So we're still sitting in the parking lot with the woman on the chair. They have found out that they're two sisters, and the man is still helping. He's still standing there. And a white woman went by. She was probably maybe in her 50s. And in my thought process, I thought, well, she's a nurse. So I said to her, are you a nurse? She said, yes. I said, well, do you want to come over here and help us? So she kind of came over, and I said, could you at least take her pulse or something? And out of the dollar store came two Latino men. They came over to help the Middle Eastern man pick up the chair and move this elderly lady into the shade. After that, I said to them, I got to park my car. My grandchild's in there. So I parked the car, and Elliot said, Grandma, you forgot your cell phone, which I never do. So he couldn't have called 911 anyway. But I was teaching Elliot that now we don't leave her because she's sitting there in the shade. There's another elderly woman with her. We parked the car. We went back, and then he waved down the fire truck. And once the fireman there, we left. So that was our big adventure. So we came back home, and I dropped him off because he didn't want to go to the grocery with me. So I went to the grocery store, and then I became the elderly white woman in distress. So I was coming out of the grocery store, and you know how you have a bunch of things on the bottom and in the cart, and all of a sudden the things on the bottom started to fall out, and I went to bend them down, and my cart started to roll, and a wonderful young, with a beautiful smile, African-American man with a young woman who had half of a shaved head, gauges and tattoos all over, stopped and helped me that day. Now, again, the reason that I mention ethnicity and age and gender is because I don't think we need to make America great again. I think we need to honor that America has always been great and that people help each other no matter what color, creed, ethnicity, and walk of life. That's my message for today. Have a great day.